New Selinsgrove Police Chief Shanee Mitchell talks to the Daily Item inside the Laura Dagenstein Gallery at the Susquehanna
So far,
University.
loving it. A lot of work, of course, but that's expected. So
Because you're doing a lot with updating the office itself.
yes,
You came into
trying to update the office, trying to get the budget approved, trying to update the departments as far as technology, training, possibly more officers. So
how many more officers do you think you need?
my wish list would be a staff of 10. That's my wish list.
What are you at now?
We're at 6, but we will be losing one in November.
So now.
Yes, he's retiring. And so hopefully we can get him replaced and then some.
Well,
it's my wish list, but
I spoke to a student here that I've known for a while now. He works at the university. He's an African American student. He's like, I knew that there was a new hire. I knew she was a woman, but I had no idea. And he said that that's going to be have a real impact.
Yeah.
Those students seeing somebody
that represents them.
Yeah.
In a way.
And you're hearing that, I'm sure.
Yes, I've heard it a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard about the 2019? They had a protest of some sort. So I did hear about that. I tried to read up on it a little bit in my spare time to see what was going on. And it didn't really say anything specific. It's just they felt underrepresented. So
unwelcome.
Yes.
Is what they said.
Yes.
And
yes.
So how do you address that? Because obviously this campus is not your territory. I mean, it's all your territory, but they have campus security here.
Correct.
What do you think your role is in terms of making people feel comfortable in the community?
My role on a policing standpoint is just safety. That's all I can ensure is safety. I believe, in my opinion, that Dr. Green is doing an excellent job with making SU more diverse. He actually started all of this, which is impressive. Because again, he's not black, he's a white male. And he felt the importance to include minorities and make them feel more welcome. So I think he's doing a wonderful job.
You say safety is obviously your priority as a police chief.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the issues that some of the students brought up, is that they didn't feel secure, they didn't feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think your presence, as the chief safety officer in the town that they're going to be living in for 4 years or more, how do you think that will help?
I think it helps to a degree. It takes more than just seeing, another black person or a black female, a black woman. It takes action. And one of the things that I plan to do is, in the budget, I requested more funds for training, because there's a training called bias training, ethnic bias, and understanding bias. And a lot of times we all suffer from it, and we don't even know it because we don't know what it is. And I believe that would help tremendously to get that bias training in here with the officers. Even incorporate SU's, campus safety and, Chief Wolfberg from the school. Get us all on the same page. And that's something him and I just spoke about. It's like we have to work together, not against each other, not for each other. We have to be a team, both SU, school, and us.
And even in the wider community, I spoke with Chief Brennigan.
Yes,
he's really excited because he thinks that you can bring a lot to the area in terms of your knowledge, about a larger department. But he said also that he really is encouraged by the fact that you want to learn from the people here, the officers here, find out what's needed here.
Yes, I've reached out to him. I've sat with my own officers. It's one of those things. It can't just be about one section of the community. We all have to be one community. And while, of course, there's no way to make everyone 100% happy, we all know that. There's going to be criticism. There's going to be pushback, blowback. But it's just, in this job, you just have to take the good with the bad. You have to have tough skin. So there are going to be some people that like some of the changes, while there are going to be others who don't like changes. You know, I learned years ago there's a phrase, I can't remember the author of the phrase, but a lot of professors use it in criminal justice and law enforcement. And they say in law enforcement, there are two things that both the community and officers don't like. And that's the way things are and change. So,
Damned if you do, damned
exactly. Exactly. So it's like you just have to just do your part and accept those. You accept the blowback and you criticize. A lot of it is that self-criticism as well. You can't think you're perfect. And I don't by far. So I do welcome negative feedback as well to say, well, she's not doing this. She needs to do that. And doesn't mean I'm going to cater to it. No, but I will at least listen to it. And if it fits, then it's like, okay, well, let me wear those shoes today because they fit. If they don't fit, I'm not wearing them. You know?
How has the transition been going from like the big, a bigger department to the smaller area?
It's going well, but it is a learning curve because in a bigger city, you have a lot more departments and a lot more, offices to do these things for you. Here, it's no, there's no grant department. There's no unit for this. It's you do it. So there's a bit of a learning curve there. It's like, okay, let me slow down because I can't take on too many projects because I don't have anybody to delegate those projects to. So things go a lot slower because it's only one thing at a time.
Because that's what you're doing. You're going after some grants,
Yes.
bringing in the technology to help.
Yes.
And like you say, you have nobody to look to.
No, it's just all on you.
I would assume that the borough council is.
Oh yeah, they're helping. But again, there's a learning curve there as well because we've had the same person in place for 26, 27 years, and
they're learning your style.
Yes, and there's a lot that has to be done. So there's a lot of accreditations and certifications that we're going after in order to get the grant funding. So.
Yep.
Are there any big challenges facing the area that you see, or anything?
Big challenges facing the area. I think, in my opinion, the biggest challenge is keeping the crime out of the area because you can. Just me looking over the crime statistics over the past years, you can see it's trickling in. So I think that's my biggest obstacle is, okay, how do we shut it down and create more of a police presence when we only have 6 officers? So that's probably the biggest challenge, just in bridging that gap. Because like you say, the past history with police and the community isn't the best. So now it's okay, let's bridge this gap. Let's show that,
building the relationship
yes.
and finding out who is in the community too.
Yes. Yes.
This is a learning curve too, right?
Yes.
Finding out where is that element coming from and
Exactly. But so far so good. So far so good.